Hello everyone, this is Mrs. Nguyen. In this short video, I will be giving you a quick tour of our course in Blackboard. Alright, right here is our course homepage. The most important tabs that you'll see is on the left-hand side of your screen. Now, after you log into Blackboard, you may or may not see this list of tabs right away. If you don't, you see what I'm pointing at where this line is. Once you log in and you don't see this list of tabs, it may be because you have it collapsed like this. So what you do is you need to pull it out. You see, once you hover over here, you can collapse or you may extend it like that. All right. So first and foremost, you always need to look at the syllabus. Okay. So you go to course syllabus. Now, I'm not going to read the entire syllabus, but when you download and open the syllabus, the things that you should definitely note is my contact information. Give me just one sec. My contact information, the name of the textbook that you need for this course, the different assignments, right, and how much they're worth, as well as my specific class policies, and make sure that you understand what they are, right, and follow them accordingly. That's the course syllabus. After you've read the course syllabus, you need to go to course information, okay, and where it says module calendar, you need to download it, open it, and you need to print this out and keep it handy for easy reference throughout the semester. And keep it for reference, because what this weekly schedule provides is it provides our week-to-week activities. What you have to do is each week and when things are due. So this is a very, very important things to have in handy every day. Okay, and you need to consult it multiple times a day. This is what helps you to stay multiple times a week, and this is what helps you to stay on track for this course. Now, of course, I do reserve the right to make any changes I deem necessary, but unless I announce otherwise, we will stick to this schedule as it is. All right, so that's in course information. Instructor contact is where you can go to find, a quick shortcut to my contact information, such as my email, my office number, my office hours, and my office location. Okay. Now, when you check in addition to doing what you need to do when you log into Blackboard, you should also be checking for announcements for me. I do post, if it is an online class or a hybrid class, I do post announcements every week, multiple announcements sometimes, most of the time, all right? So it's very important that you check announcements for me, because you are responsible for knowing what I've announced. All right, and then course content is the most important area in Blackboard. This is where all of your assignments and quizzes and essay drop boxes are posted. For English 1101, you have quite a few modules. In this module, you just the general guidelines and for course information for course compositions. You have some general stuff, right? Some general references for research, for essay format, essay length. Just some general essay guidelines. Then you have link to Galileo for research. You have how-to questions. You have, technical issues, is where you go to that tells you what to do when you encounter a technical issues, and all of these other stuff. Extra resources takes you to my website where you can download PowerPoints, and these PowerPoints are password protected, so you will need to require a password. So you will require a password, and you just need to email me and I will let you know the password. The YouTube videos are my page for English 1101 video lectures that I've created over the years. Now, some of them are up to date, some of them not so much. Okay, now I try to update them as I go along, even though I don't have that much time, but I think most of them are workable in that I'm teaching, pretty much the same thing. Some of my specific requirements have changed, but most of these videos are usable and are applicable. Okay, this is the Galileo link. The how-to takes you to another YouTube page of mine that has very short videos of how to perform specific functions or certain functions in Blackboard. Um, this college level composition is just a rubric of that I use to evaluate your composition. Topics to avoid is a list of topics that you are not allowed to write about for your essays unless you can come up with an interesting, uncommon angle for the topic or focus for the topic. All right, so these are just different stuff there for your references. And then we're just going to proceed in order from module 1 all the way to module 3. In each module you have a table of content here, and I will continue, and this is by no means exhaustive, so I will continue to post more materials as the semester progresses, and each and every time I do so, of course, I will announce it either in class or online if we don't meet in class. Okay, so at some point the table of contents can get longer than this, right? And it can get overwhelming, but what you need to do is um, when you want to locate a specific item, okay, don't just skim over the table of content. Look carefully at the titles and make sure, because some of these items do contain similar terms in their titles, because they all pertain to the same topics or perhaps the same assignment. So make sure that you read the entire title in order to locate what you're looking for. All right, so don't be discouraged. So that's the course content in a nutshell for you. And when you click on email, this is how you can email me. You are only allowed to email me from a GPTC issued email account or GPTC used systems such as Blackboard here. But here you have a few options. You can email everyone else in the class. Here you can email me. Here you can email specific people in the class or specific groups in the class. My Grades is where you go to get your grades. Now, this has a lot of items. Now, all of these items count. Okay? Now, all of them count. Only some of them. All right, and you should know, after reading the syllabus, you should know what assignments count and how much they're worth. Now, as for calendar, this is a Blackboard calendar, and while it does contain some deadlines, it does not contain all deadlines. As a matter of fact, I don't want you to look at the Blackboard calendar. The only calendar that you should look at and consult very often is the one that you can find in course information called module calendar. It is that weekly schedule that I showed earlier, okay, that you should download and print out and keep a copy for yourself to have conveniently and handily when you need it every week, because you should be knowing what you're doing each week and not miss any great opportunities. All right, so that's pretty much the course introduction for Blackboard in a nutshell. Okay, I've shown you all of the important areas, or all of the areas that you may need to use or that you will have to use, okay, to kind of give you a sense of orientation.